There are very few games that make us look at ourselves, games that make us think about the way we live, the people that we love, and how we relate to them in a world that sometimes feels like it's falling apart or passing us by. The Stillness of the Wind does all of these things. It's a melancholic game of slow human time. There are brief connections, moments of revelation, but for the most part you're following a routine, doing your best to exist on the fringes of growth and collapse. There's no action, just a wonderful soundtrack and a simple control scheme of taps. Everything you do here is both small and enormous, the honest motions of a human life. The game sees you playing as an old woman. You wake up every day and tend to your farm. There are goats to milk, cheese to make, eggs to collect, and seeds to plant and water. You tap to move and tap on different objects to pick up and use them. Tap on the pail and you can go and milk a goat. Tap on the hoe and you can clear some earth to plant seeds in. You move ponderously around the farm, age having long ago caught up with you. If you sit down, you do it with a sigh, and when the night starts to draw in, you'll yawn and stretch and curl up on a small bed to sleep. Your only contact with the rest of the world comes from the daily visits of a traveling salesman. If you miss his visit, he'll leave you a letter. You need to trade with him to feed your goat and look after other parts of the farm as well. The letters you receive are from relatives who've left the farm and moved to a nearby city. It's in them that the narrative of the game is found. A story about the end of the world written by friends and loved ones whom you haven't seen for the longest time. That loneliness seeps through every part of the game. Your actions, though monotonous, start to take on more and more significance. Here is a bulwark against the crawl, a life lived the same way it always has been in the face of an almost incomprehensible ending. It's almost like there are two streams of time in the game, the real world and the farm. And that makes the game about understanding how we can better parts of the world, how we can find time even when there isn't any. There are so many elements of the Stillness of the Wind that we're not going to talk about here because we want you to find out for yourself. Want you to experience the game with as much of a blank slate as you possibly can, because it's special and it's personal, and we don't want to ruin that. This is an essential purchase no matter what platform you're buying it on. It works amazingly well on mobile, and it will stay with you long after it's come to an end. We need more games like this, and more games that push us to exist in spaces that we maybe haven't considered before.